Snow Day, Part 3. Erin, blissfully ignorant, went to throw her trainers inside and shut the door behind her. As she locked it, she saw through the see-through glass that something had fallen over inside. She opened the door again. What's this? Her father's tools had been chucked on the floor and dispersed in every direction. The toy car her and Maya had as children had been tipped on its side. With a feeling of dread, Erin knew that someone, or some people, had been here when they'd been out in the snow enjoying themselves. Erin quickly glanced in every direction, trying to see what was different. Was anything smashed or ruined? Hopefully they'd just caused a mess and left. They haven't touched Maya's new bike, which is right by the front door. But where's my bike? It's usually at the back, resting against the side of the wall. It dawned on Erin, slowly and painfully, what had happened. The worst thing imaginable. Her Christmas present, her favourite possession, was stolen, gone, never to return. It wasn't just an ordinary bike. It was bright electric blue with handlebars that curved upwards to the sky at each end, and plastic glow-in-the-dark stars that Erin had meticulously arranged on the wheel spokes. But the best part was the basket on the front. It could hold a whole load of exciting treasures after a day's exploring. It could even carry the dog when he was worn out after a long day.
Erin stood motionless. Hot salty tears formed in the creases of her eyes.
Erin? Erin!
Mum! Erin couldn't say anything else and hugged her mum so tightly that her mum's anger melted straight away. Erin's parents tried their best to comfort her. They told her she wasn't responsible and that mistakes happen. The bike was not insured, but the police had been notified and were on the lookout for the missing bike.
And nothing else was stolen?
The policewoman asked. The whole family answered at the same time.
No.
Erin and Maya's parents were not rich, so couldn't replace the bike straight away. Erin's birthday was in July, and her parents promised her that if the bike wasn't found before then, they'd buy her the exact same one for her birthday. Thank you so much, guys. I really don't deserve you two. I'll never go against my word again. The four of them had a group hug. Erin was over the initial shock of having lost her bike, but the realization hit her that the new bike would be at least 4 months away, and she wouldn't have the same exact bike with all the little personalised touches of her old bike. Why me? Erin thought to herself. Actually, I know fair well why. Because I'm cursed. The old man was right. What a rare thing to happen, a bike getting stolen on Snow Day. It's definitely not a coincidence. My fate has truly been sealed. Erin sunk down into the sofa and buried her head into her hands. When she raised her head, she saw Maya enter the room. It's true, the snow has cursed me forever. My whole life is ruined. Maya sat down beside her.
You're being silly again.
Why my bike? Why not yours? Yours was even closer to the door. Not that I wanted your bike stolen or anything, but it seems like I was the only one bad things happened to today. Many scenarios flashed through Erin's mind. Maybe the prophecy was different for both of them. Maybe she, Erin, deserved to have a bad fate. Erin voiced her conclusions out loud. The prophecy was here differently because it was different for both of us. I'm unlucky and you're, I guess, lucky. Maya didn't like to agree with her sister's idea, but she couldn't help but agree. Not that she was lucky, but that Erin was definitely the unlucky one. Ever since the March snow had returned, in the following months, Erin and Maya's lives began to change. Erin's for the worse, Maya's for the better. Erin had started preparing for the worst things to happen every single day. She'd be there waiting, whether it be at school, at home, at her nan's house, and she'd wait for the bad things to happen. And each time they happened, she'd know the reason why. It was the snow, and her terribly unlucky fate. On the rare occasion something good would happen. For instance, her grandmother brought her and Maya matching necklaces made from tiny seashells that she brought back from her holiday in Cornwall with her friend.
My darlings, Erin and Maya, there you go, a little gift from me.
Ordinarily, Erin would have loved the gift, and she pretended to be enthusiastic in front of her gran when receiving it, but she couldn't feel happy. When good things happened, she believed it was fate playing tricks on her, or it was fate giving her a taste of the good things she would inevitably miss out on. She decided to keep her thoughts to herself, but was always keeping a record of how often the bad things happened. And every day, without fail, at least one bad thing would happen. Erin's marks were beginning to slip at school. What was the point, she thought? If destined for a miserable fate, nothing she could do could change that. She made sure her marks didn't drop enough for her parents to notice, but she usually gave 100% to every subject, even if it was a subject she hated. But this time, she put in the least amount of effort to scrape by. On the rare occasion she did well at something she didn't try at, like art, something she was naturally good at, she'd automatically dismiss her teacher, Mr. Wilson's compliments of
outstanding
as being biased because of the time before her fate was sealed, when she used to be a good drawer. He's thinking of the old me, she thought, before snow day. Meanwhile, Mikey was beginning to worry about his friends down the street. He had heard about Erin's bike getting stolen, but that was a very brief conversation they had had over the phone. He thought he should leave things settle for a while, as Erin probably didn't want to see visitors immediately after it happened. He took a deep breath and slightly nervously pressed the doorbell. Erin opened the door with Tubbs at her feet. "Tubbs, move!" "Oh, hi, Mikey. Glad to see you. Come in." "You don't seem very glad." "What? Oh, no, I am. It's just been a stressful few months." "What, 'cause of the bike and all?" "Well, yeah, there's that and everything else that's happened since. But I thought only your bike got stolen." "Only my bike got stolen? No, you know what I mean." "Do I? What's got into you? I wish I'd never come round to check to see if you were both okay." "That's why, was it? Because I thought you were just interested in getting the gossip." "The gossip? Seriously? You think I came round here for gossip?" "Well, you were loving the snowman story. Couldn't wait to see what happened next." "I can't believe this. You're the one who came to visit me. I didn't even want to hear your story. I wanted to watch TV." "For all you care, ever since that snow day I've had bad things happen to me nearly every day, probably for the rest of my life." "You don't have a bad destiny, you're just being a bad person." "How dare you? You have no idea what I've been through, and you give rubbish advice anyway." "Fine, it's not my fault your fate's cursed forever. Goodbye."
With that final sting of words, Mikey left the room, brushing past Maya and her mum, who were bringing in shopping from the car.
"Hi, Mikey. Off already?"
"Yes, sorry, Mrs. Edwards, I have to go. Bye, Maya."
Bye. Is everything okay with Mikey?
"Yeah, fine." "What are you so happy about?"
Me? Oh, nothing. I've been in a smiling mood all week, and I've noticed when you smile at people, they smile back.
Easy for you to say that. You know your destiny's going to be good no matter what you do. You have a reason to smile. You heard the old man saying things will turn out perfectly.
No, it's not that.
Heard you done well at school. Well, I overheard Mum and Dad saying how proud they were.
My maths has improved. I'm still not top of the class, but I've improved a lot. I'll get it.
Who is it? Maya? What are you trying to hide? Is that a package addressed to you? What is it?
It's just something I bought online. I'm going to open it later.
I don't believe you. You don't buy things online. What is it?
I didn't like to tell you in case I upset you, but I won a competition recently and I won a handbag.
What sort of competition?
A drawing competition under 10s. You had to design your ideal handbag, and I guess I got lucky.
But I'm supposed to be the good drawer. Now you've overtaken me.
You are! I just got lucky for once.
Unless you're being played by fate. You think everything's going well, but everything will be snatched from you when you least expect it.
And you wish that on me, for everything around me to go wrong. I'm tired of you dragging everyone down. Maybe you're not allowing luck in your life.
It's outside my control, Mia. We both heard the man differently because he gave us both different fates. Mine unlucky, yours lucky. You heard him. Our fates have been sealed. The question is, Mia, why did you choose me to have the bad fate and not you? Maybe I'm a bad person who deserves bad things happening. I disobeyed Mum. Mikey's not talking to me. Now I'm jealous of you doing well at school and winning that bag.
You're not a bad person, Erin. You're just having a bad time. You can't know what that man meant by saying what he said. Not for sure, anyway.
We'll see what happens. Snow Day. End of part 3.